Some very interesting games coming out in 2025 and beyond, to PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, Nintendo Switch, and Windows. I'm sure you'll like the video, and if you do, click in the like button and subscribe for more videos. Thank you so much, and let's go.
The knowledge, it's beautiful.
Hey, look! We should follow the light! I hope this will be our last journey and bring us richness and freedom. But what's the value of human freedom if it's to face hell? This way.
The Mound Omen of Cthulhu is a new co-op game set in the universe of the famous Cthulhu. The game is being developed by the Studio Ace team and will be published by Nacon. It shall be released in some moment of 2025, to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and Windows. In up to 4-player co-op, form a group of explorers searching for treasure. In this cursed jungle, danger is everywhere and monstrous creatures alter reality. Stay clear-headed and tame the jungle before it devours you. The game shall envelope adventure with horror, since it's a horror universe, and in the gameplay trailer it looks like a sort of Left 4 Dead. That's a beloved style, but it's been kind of forgotten nowadays in my opinion. But let's hope that this is a good game.
What the hell? Yeah, crazy.
Guys, I'm lost. Where are you? Oh, not again. You can't hear it. Why did you do that? Ah, sorry.
Nothing lasts forever.
Reanimal is a game set in the same style of Little Nightmares and developed by the creators of it too, the studio Tarsius Studios, and it's coming out to Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and Windows, and will probably be available still in 2025. The creators of Little Nightmares 1 and 2 have returned to take you on a darker, more terrifying journey than ever before. In this horror adventure game, a brother and sister go through hell to rescue their missing friends and escape the island that they used to call home. So yeah, the horror now promises to be greater than ever before, being a co-op experience, and it looks insane.
Research Institute.
I thought this was just an ordinary theft. I never imagined a case like this would trouble a Rome agent. Looks like there's a monster. The thing, it took my leg. I didn't think it would show up again.
I don't stand what
Karma
you're
the
saying.
Dark World is a new game of horror, set in a sci-fi universe. It's being developed by the studio Pollard Studio and will be released in March 27, 2025, for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and Windows. The game is officially described as a first-person cinematic psychological thriller set in a dystopian world where the Leviathan Corporation is omnipresent. The time is 1984, the place is East Germany, and things are not quite what they seem. The game looks really good, especially if you like immersive storytelling in a horror universe, with lots of mysteries and layers. The gameplay will be set in first person, and the gameplay shall be a sort of walking simulator, but in an atmospheric and immersive universe that shall have you really connected.
We are all lost.
ARcheage Chronicles is one of the most beautiful MMORPG games announced and will probably be one of the best games in this style of its year. And it's being developed by the Studio XL Games. Explore Aurora, a vast and vibrant world brimming with rich lore and thrilling action. The gameplay looks really good, involving all types of gameplay, with lot of different weapons, enemies, and environments. So if you like MMORPG games, this is probably one that you need to take a better look, and it'll be coming out to Xbox Series X and S, PS5, and PC, but there's no release date yet.
Your cortisol levels are elevated. Something's interfering, detecting temporal anomaly. Processing
Cthulhu: The Cosmic Abyss is a new single-player game set in the universe of the legend Cthulhu. A mining station in the Pacific Abyss is no longer responding. As an investigator of the occult, unravel the mysteries of the deep. Test your wits and sanity in this thriller inspired by the Master of Providence. The game is being developed by the studio Big Bad Wolf and will be published by Nacon. The game shall be released in some moment of 2026 to Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation, and Windows. If you like the universe and stories created by H.P. Lovecraft and also like atmospheric single-player games, this is one that you really need to keep an eye out for, cause it looks promising.
the knowledge. It's beautiful.
Elden Ring Nightreing is a new game set in the universe of Elden Ring. It's not a sequel, and it's not a DLC, but a game with classic and new Elden Ring stuff, and there will also be things from other games, like bosses, so it looks really fun. It's going to be set in a sort of roguelike system, with some features of a battle royale even, but only against normal enemies, not players, but you'll be able to play with your friends in a co-op adventure. The game is being developed by From Software, and experience is going to be similar in the gameplay with the original Elden Ring, but the structure will be totally different. If you like the gameplay of Elden Ring and wanted to play more with your friends, I think you'll like it, but it won't please all fans of Elden Ring in my opinion. But will be interesting to see things from other games and also new things in this new Elden Ring. It's coming out in May 30th, 2025 to PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and Windows.
Little pillager, bent on sacking the lands of gold. I will swat away any and all.
Crimson Desert is a new massive open-world RPG. The game is being developed by Pearl Abyss Studio, from the same creators of the MMO Black Desert. As you can see, the game is going to be a huge open-world game, filled with a lot of different mechanics, and with a fast and brutal combat style. Looks like a mix of an action RPG with the gameplay of a hack-and-slash game. For those who enjoy titles like Assassin's Creed series, The Witcher, Zelda, and general action medieval games, I think you're going to enjoy this one. And it's coming out to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC in the end of 2025, but with no official release date yet.
Soaked in blood by the battles of those who seek peace.
There are beings who brought chaos to Providence. The rifts they have created will return everything to nothingness.
Seeking out my dreaming comrades.
What I can tell you now is that this mission will restore the
Killing machines falling from the sky. This is our home. Our bastion of resistance. We will face our fears head on.
The giant just left orbit. Coming in damn hot.
Shoot. It doesn't matter who you are, what you've done, or where you came from. We need raiders who can deliver the goods.
Arc Raiders is a new third-person shooter set in the PvPvE style, so it's going to be set in an online universe, where you can play with and against other players. It's being developed by some old developers of the Battlefield series. The studio is Embark Studios, and the game shall be released still in 2025 to Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and Windows. Arc Raiders is an upcoming multiplayer, extraction adventure set in a lethal future Earth, ravaged by a mysterious mechanized threat known as Arc. The gameplay looks fluid and fun with nice and realistic graphics and shall be one of the biggest games of this style this year. As any other online game in this style, the partnership will be crucial to fight, defend, and explore.
We should head back before it gets dark.
Beware of the machines. And beware of raiders who prey on others. There are no rules out there. So watch your back.
Do you mean we're the only ones left?
Claire Obscure Expedition 33 is a new turn-based RPG with real-time mechanics and realistic graphics, and is being developed by Sandfall Interactive. Lead the members of Expedition 33 on their quest to destroy the Paintress, so that she can never paint death again. The game features impressive visuals, since the enemies, visual effects, and mainly the scenarios, all that looks really good. This is easily one of the most beautiful turn-based RPG I've ever seen, and it looks really promising in my opinion, so I'm looking forward to play it. It'll be released in April 24th, 2025, and it's coming out to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and Microsoft Windows.
Get ready!
I just need foot. Aha!
We can turn into a Nephron.
Forza Horizon 5 is a game that's already available on Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and PC, and is now coming out to PlayStation 5. This is probably one of the biggest and most beloved racing series of the last years, and it's always been an Xbox exclusive game, but now no more. The game is coming out to PlayStation 5 in April 29, 2025. The game was developed by Playground Games and released originally in 2021, so if you like the series but plays on PlayStation, now it'll be your chance to try it out.
What is that? Wait, is that a wingsuit?
Followed by water. Caution all cambered roads, jumps and bumps.
Urban right, then hard left.
Queen's spell has turned steel to stone and left her army unmatched. Only you can wield the hammer of the gods and bend steel to your will.
Blades of Fire is a new medieval action-adventure game coming out still in 2025. The game is being developed by the studio Mercury Steam and will be released in May 22, 2025 to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and Windows. Join Aaron de Lira, firstborn of the King's Ward, on a journey to find the real purpose of his fate. Develop your forging skills, craft a series of weapons to suit your style, and get ready to embrace a unique combat system as you take on Queen Neria's fierce enemies. The gameplay resembles a sort of Souls-like game, but looks really simple in the gameplay, just like the graphics too. Let's just hope the game surprises with a fun story and gameplay.
Forge your legend.
What could you possibly say? You're here to kill me.
Borderlands 4 is the new adventure of the most acclaimed looter-shooter series. It's an FPS series with some RPG mechanics, and it's being developed by Gearbox Software. If you've never played some game of the series, it's a fun and unique FPS experience with quirky characters and a very fun progression, especially if you play with some friends. This promises to be the greatest Borderland experience. The series is known for being unique and really fun, and this new game is coming out in September 23, 2025 to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and Microsoft Windows.
I bet you think I'm here for the gold and jewels, right? Well, you'd be dead wrong. It's okay. I got you, pal. Just you and me.
Search everywhere!
Those dirty Inquisition always in the
Welcome to Drawbridge, Sam. And to the GHV Magellan, our mobile base of operations. Come on, don't act like you don't see it. A lot of things changed after you went off on your own, especially within the UCA. Bridges no longer oversees the
Death Stranding 2 is the sequel of the first Death Stranding, a very original game by the way. The game is obviously being developed by Kojima Studios, so prepare for a crazy and immersive story. The core of the game will be almost the same for what we know, but we'll obviously see some new features. After connecting everyone in the first game, we'll see the consequences of this deed in this game, and also explore a whole new area as we deliver and connect other people. The first game was once an exclusive of PS4, but today we can also play on Xbox Series or PC, as it's now a Kojima's game, and not Sony's anymore. Death Stranding 2 is coming in June 26, 2025, only on PlayStation 5, but I believe it's going to be released on PC and Xbox in the future.
A world divided, made whole. With a few. The UCA's precursor, the United States of America, had a prominent gun culture. A distinctly American philosophy, and one which would appear to have spread to this continent.
Sonic Racing Crossworlds is the next racing game of the famous Sonic and his friends. The game is being developed by the Studio Sonic team, and looks really fun for the ones that likes racing games in the kart style. The Sonic Racing series is extremely fun, especially to play with friends, with a nice gameplay and fun tracks, and I believe this one is going to be really fun too. And if you like it, it's coming out in some moment of 2025 with no date yet, but a playable experience is coming out in before it seems, so you'll be able to try it. And the game will be available on Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X and S, and Microsoft Windows.
A clue, a lead. What? Eureka! This is a real mouse changer. Time to play detective.
Mouse P.I For Hire is a first-person shooter with investigation mechanics in the universe of Mickey. Yeah, you heard it right, Mickey Mouse. It's being developed by the studio Fumi Games, and shall be released still in 2025, but with no release date yet, and it'll be available on PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox Series X and S, Nintendo Switch, and Windows. Join Private Investigator Jack Pepper on a guns-blazing, jazz-fueled adventure in Mouse P.I. Mouse combines the charm of hand-drawn rubber hose animation inspired by the classic cartoons of the 1930s with the adrenaline and action of an explosive first-person shooter. The game looks stylish and fun, and I'm really hyped about it.
Looks like we just hit the jackpot.
Stay here. Stand guard.
Dying Light the Beast is a standalone adventure from the original games, and it's being developed by Techland. In case you don't know how it works, it's an open world filled with zombies, so you need to survive using different types of weapons, which you can explore for more. But the most interesting part of the game is the gameplay itself, with a first-person camera and insane parkour movements. For the ones who like especially the first Dying Light, you should keep an eye out for this game, and it's coming out for PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Windows, and Xbox Series X and S. But there's no release date yet, probably 2025.
If you push too much, you might unleash the beast.
Terminator Survivors is a new survival game set in the universe of the beloved Terminator. The game is being developed by the studio Nacon Studio Milan and is coming out in some moment of 2025 to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and Windows. Play as a survivor in an open world set after Judgment Day where you, alone or in co-op, scavenge resources to build a base of operations for mankind. But you're not alone. Skynet's machines are hunting you. They don't feel anything. They never stop until they completed their mission, eradication of all humanity. Alone or within a group of up to 4, lead humanity's rise from the ashes and unravel the truth behind the bombs, Skynet, and the Terminator threat.
All of the men in this room are bound by blood. This is a family. And in this family, we follow a code of honor. It is not forgiving to be deceived. Do not exist among us. Do you wish to commit yourself?
Mafia the Old Country is the new episode of the acclaimed series, now developed by the Hangar 13 studio, the same studio responsible for Mafia 3 that wasn't as good as the 2 first games, but also responsible for the remake of the first game that is loved by everyone, so I believe they're going to do a great job here, cause it looks great. The game will be set before of the first game, in the year 1900, and will be kinda similar to the first 2 games, that were not a totally open world, but with some open world moments in the story. We'll need to wait until some moment of 2025 to play the game, cause there's no official date yet, as it's coming out to PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S.
Repeat these words.
I swear my loyalty to this family.
Yourself. Your life. To this family.
Flesh must burn like this saint. If I do not keep my oath.
Who did you love? Believe.
State of Decay 3 is the new and biggest game of the zombie survival series. The original games were kinda simple yet fun, especially playing with friends, but this new adventure promises to be greater in all aspects since the graphics, gameplay, possibilities, and the universe itself. The game is being developed by the studio Undead Labs, a Xbox Games studio, and it's confirmed to Xbox Series X and S, and Windows, but I would not doubt of a PlayStation 5 version too. Unite to survive, push back the blood plague to reclaim the land's resources and carve out a life in the zombie apocalypse. It still has no release date, but is believed to be released in 2025 or 2026.
When we ventured out beyond the gates.
always comes back to this.
Saros is a new game developed by the studio of Returnal, the studio housemarque. The game is going to be a 3D roguelike, just like Returnal was. In the first trailer we can't see much of the game, but the graphics looks really good.
Every time the sun dies, madness reigns.
If you played Returnal, you know that it's a fast and fluid game, with a lot of possibilities and enemies, and set in that style known as bullet hell, and this one promises to follow the same style. Despite we didn't see any gameplay yet, in the end of the trailer we can see in the eye of the character a lot of bullets coming in his direction, making it clear that it'll be a bullet hell game style. The game is coming out to PS5 only in 2026.
Subnautica 2 is the new game of this beloved series. It's being developed by the studio Unknown Worlds Entertainment, and the early access is coming out still in 2025, but with no release date yet, and it'll be available on Xbox Series X and S and Windows. PlayStation 5 version is not confirmed yet. Like the first game, it'll be set in a water planet where you must explore for finding resources, this way building new tools and ways to survive. The first game was extremely immersive and unique, with that excellent freedom to explore the ocean, finding all types of creatures in there, and the second one will be in the same style, but now the game will allow you to play with friends too.
I can sense it. As long as it is reforged.
My wish can be fulfilled. Who knows how that world came into being? It devoured everything from the past. Only I was left.
Tides of Annihilation is a new hack-and-slash game coming out probably in 2026. The game features an absurd, beautiful visual and graphics, and for the ones that likes fast action-adventure game, this one looks sick, with a fast and fluid gameplay, and a combat that makes me wanna play it already, so I'm really excited about this one. The game is being developed by the studio Eclipse Glow Games, and is simply a kinda game when I see I want to play already. It kinda resembles Final Fantasy XV in some aspects of gameplay, what's really good for me, and if you want to play it too, know that it's coming out to Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5 and PC, with no release date yet, probably 2026.
Half-baked trick.
Very well. This is your own doing. You're a right pain, aren't you? You'll soon pay.
Little Nightmares 3 is the new adventure, or should I say, nightmare, of the franchise, still with a very cool visual and nice graphics, and it's being developed by Supermassive Games. This time you won't play alone, I mean, you can play alone, but with an AI character helping you, or with a friend or mate, all set in an atmospheric and horrifying place filled with all types of monsters. Just like the first two games, here you must survive the bizarre creatures that wants to devour you and also solve the riddles of the rooms to proceed to the next stage. And with this co-op mode, it promises to be even more complex now, with the need of a good communications if you're playing online. The game is coming out in some moment of 2025 to PlayStation 5, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, and Windows.
It was an ambush. Do what you can. Do not lose her! Tires are out. Proceeding on foot.
Mindseye is a new story game developed by an old Rockstar Games president, Leslie Benzies, so the hype about this game is real, especially cause we can see some features and stuff that remind us of GTA series, like the camera, gameplay, driving and shooting, and more. The studio developed and is Build a Rocket Boy, and it's coming out to Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and Windows, and maybe we'll see it still in 2025. The game will be set in a futurist version of America, with nice graphics, a good gameplay, and a story that seems to be interesting, so I'm really looking forward to see more and play this game.
Remember this. DS! Showtime!
I have these gaps. That's just leftover hardware. It's been decommissioned. What the hell is happening? All I know is that Silvercorp is a piece of my story.
Wait for me!
I'll cover you! All this time you just wanted answers about the tech in your head? Are you...
Good evening, Noah. Having trouble sleeping?
This is the video, guys. I hope you liked. Click in the like button and subscribe. Thank you, and so long.